Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten. I have another Trump-related reading for you guys today. This has been, this has been so delayed. This was the reading I promised to give you guys earlier this week. I've just been busy and have not had a chance to get to it. Now it's Friday the 25th. Roger Stone has been indicted. I will do my Roger Stone video either tomorrow or Sunday, as today I need to go and visit my father in the nursing home. So let me post this for you guys, and this is about, this reading is about Michael Cohen. The question that I told you I was going to ask the cards, or that I had asked the cards in the layout that I spread this previous weekend was, will Michael Cohen still give his testimony despite Trump's threats? And since then he has delayed or wanted to postpone his testimony, and thus he received a subpoena from Congress, and he did agree to go to not fight the subpoena. He's going to come in and be questioned by Congress, but he wanted to make it clear publicly that he felt threatened by Trump and by Giuliani. So we're gonna dive into that. We're gonna keep the same spread, but we're gonna look for different different answers. So I asked some new questions, right? Now that he is going to go and he's going to testify because he's being forced to via subpoena, will he answer the questions, and will he answer truthfully? Still, will his testimony corroborate the BuzzFeed story that Donald Trump did direct him and others to lie to Congress, which is a felony and which is obstruction of justice? And if that all comes to pass and is corroborated, will the Senate, the Republican senators, act in conjunction with the Democratic Senate and, impeach Trump? So those are the questions I posed to the cards. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to make this quick. We have the Four of Swords reversed, the Seven of Swords, the Moon card, and the Knight of Cups, clarified with Sibilla and Divina, La Vera Sibilla, and I'm using the Pictorial Key Tarot today, all right, in my spread. Four of Swords reversed. This is really Cohen. This could be Cohen. This could be BuzzFeed, and this could be the source of BuzzFeed's story, their energy, and of course, Donald Trump is always here. But there's a restless feeling, wanting to do everything at once, and the people around you are telling you one thing, or the mind or the body is telling you to do one thing, but the mind and the spirit are telling you to do another. So there's a conflict of interest in this energy in Michael Cohen, and it's because of these subtle yet not so subtle threats from Trump and from Giuliani. There's also a subtle and not so subtle threat from Mueller to BuzzFeed and to this BuzzFeed source, right? I'm seeing that, we all know that Cohen has undergone some kind of surgery. So this is someone who is in recuperation mode or in a lot of pain, or maybe they're down and out now because of sickness or an illness. So he's in that mode, but he's also mentally distressed as well. He's having nightmares, his greatest fears. He's imagining his greatest fears happening to him and happening to his family. And that is, in a sense, what the threat is. Imagine your worst nightmare coming true. And I'll be doing my thug voice throughout this reading, so be prepared. Also, I didn't say it. Could you please hit the like button if you haven't already? Subscribe if you haven't already. Share my videos with your friends. If you'd like to support the channel, please join me on Patreon. It's only $5 a month. And if you'd rather not do that, but you still want to support me now and then, there's a donate button on the homepage. I really do appreciate your help and support, and thank you to everyone who has, shown their appreciation for the time and efforts that I put into these readings, and who appreciate the insight that they're getting. So thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. He's worried about what his speaking up might bring about, what the repercussions might be, and the bodies around him are worried about that too. Not only, the collective, but Trump and his immediate family are very, very worried. They're very, very scared. So he needs to confront the pain within himself and decide what he's going to do. But again, he's very worried. He's very scared for himself and for his wife and children. His frustration, his the Four of Swords is about, can have, all cards can have dual meanings. That's why I use clarifiers. But I've found that even in my personal readings for myself, that all the meanings really, in a sense, always apply on some level. So me being the OCD detailed person that I am, can't always just choose one path. It's all of the paths, and that's why I read in layers, and there will be many layers. So do your best to thread through what the information I'm giving you. I'm giving it to you as organized as I can, okay? But you may have to listen to the reading more than once and come back to it again. Okay, so the impediment is clarifying the Four of Swords reverse. Four of Swords reverse is, you've been in isolation, or you've been in recuperation mode, or in retreat mode, or separated from something, or you just weren't speaking out. This may have been self-imposed, or this might have been imposed upon you. However, when the Four of Swords is reversed, now you're ready to go back into your routine, or you're ready to express your feelings. You've gotten the inner answers that you were looking for. So this is kind of, in a nutshell, where Cohen is at. And this is really, I'm focusing in on him. But the other layers of BuzzFeed and the source are also here. But I'm just talking about Cohen right now. So Cohen's desire to now express himself verbally is being frustrated with this impediment card. Okay, the impediment blocks your way. It blocks forward progress. It blocks the circulation of one's information. So that could be like a newspaper circulation, So you see there's that layer there for Mueller blocking the BuzzFeed story, as well as Trump trying to frustrate the attempts of Cohen speaking out. It's a passive-aggressive approach, and it's a shared energy. Being frustrated, having been frustrated by this impediment caused by Trump and Giuliani, these threats, passive-aggressively, Cohen has delayed or postponed. We know this already. His speaking to Congress, but this was also passive-aggressive in his way of letting the public know that Trump is threatening him and his family, and what a monstrous person he is. He truly is. So, the Four of Swords is coming out of this break now. He's coming out of this mindset. He's coming out. He's recovering from his illness. Once he recovers, Cohen is going to have to go in and face his harsh reality, face the truth. And that is this legal summons already depicted here, that's already taken place, right? Since I was so 4 or 5 days late in getting this reading up. But it was laid this previous weekend. And you guys saw the cards in my last reading, that these were the cards that I laid out. So as I was saying, this is the subpoena, the legal summons or subpoena, coming to challenge Cohen's desire to postpone his speaking to Congress. And it's also, maybe in secret or in private, hidden from us, a legal suppression or hint to BuzzFeed, you better be quiet. Whoever the source is, we want you to reveal the source to us. I feel like Mueller is looking to find out who that source is. If it's a leak in his camp, he wants to plug that leak immediately. Okay? So, as for Cohen, he's going to he's agreed not to refuse the proposal to come and speak to Congress, this subpoena. He will come out, he will talk, he will share what he has, the information that he has. But what he is sharing, you'll notice that he's sharing the moon, and the moon is about secrets. The moon is hidden. Not everything is clarified. Not everything is clear when the moon is present. There's a lot of confusion, or it could be cover-up or subterfuge. So he may not give straight answers. He may not give up what it is that Trump is wanting him to keep quiet about, okay? He is sharing the moon. I feel that he is confessing here with the Seven of Swords in the challenge position. He is confessing to crimes he is guilty of, crimes that they have got documentation and record of, or where they've got, irrefutable proof. He's not going to, of course, not deny any of that. He will admit to that. But there's something that he's keeping secret, something having to do with the Trump's family or organization. I feel like it has something to do with Ivanka or Jared, I'm sorry, Jared or Trump Jr. But I especially feel like an Ivanka vibe here. But anyway, this threat is his innermost fear, and it's Trump's innermost fear. It's the threat to all of these people involved, and there's a threat, this source of information to the BuzzFeed article about specifics of what Cohen's going to testify to. That's a threat to Mueller's investigation, And there's a threat, if you inform on me, or if I inform on him, just imagine your worst nightmare coming true. This beautiful wife of yours, and that beautiful house, your beautiful son and daughter. I would hate to see, an accident or anything happen to these people, you know what I'm saying? So, remember I said earlier in the week that Trump was his own worst enemy, and in that reading he got this card in Trump's section. He got the enemy card, right? And this is somebody who's walking into a trap, to a setup. So in a sense, there's a savviness here on the part of Cohen that I didn't know Cohen had. Or someone who's working with Cohen helped him to, because they know Trump's triggers, right? And Trump walked right into it, He obstructed justice in plain sight with his veiled threats, and so did his lawyer, Giuliani, by tampering with an informer, tampering with a witness. Back to this Four of Swords. Like I said, it means you've been separated from someone or something, or you've been having to be quiet, passive, hold your tongue, wanting to keep to yourself or keep information to yourself. That was either by choice or purposely imposed upon you. This energy now wants to speak out and be proactive, and wants to come out of silence, wants to come out of the dark, right? And to present with the Knight of Cups answers to the secrets, answers about the crimes, the frauds, the schemes, as payback with the Five of Swords here. Sorry if you can't see all the cards. I've got, just to reiterate, I've got the Four of Swords reversed, Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, sorry, the Moon, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Swords as an outcome card, okay? And then all the rest of the cards surrounding are clarifiers. So Cohen wants to speak out, he wants to confess, and so does this source. This source wants to tell information as well. And this may be because of some payback, unfinished business here, They feel maligned by Trump in some way. It's a tit for tat and wanting to have the last word, some kind of revenge, and a promise that I will have it when the time is right. This person, which could be Cohen or BuzzFeed or the BuzzFeed source, they want to clear their mind, they want to clear their consciousness of guilt, and perhaps this is being done in a passive-aggressive move with this Five of Swords because of the unfairness or the humiliation or the defeat that they have suffered at the hands of Trump. And it's the only move that they've got. And I'm feeling like this is also a tactic of Mueller. He doesn't want information to get out right now. He's very much a control. I wouldn't say a control freak like someone that you can't stand, but he is very controlling of his environment. He's very controlling of the work that he's doing, and he commands that control. And this leak must be nipped in the bud immediately, if there is a leak. Okay, and he's on top of it. He doesn't want information to get out right now about Cohen and his testimony because it's a red flag to Trump and his team. Okay, so he wants to keep it secret, keep information on the down low, and at the same time he's investigating on the down low who sourced the BuzzFeed article. Whoever this source is, Mueller wants to silence them. He wants them to go back into silence, right, mode, or he wants to uncover who they are. So that's why he issued his statement that the information in the BuzzFeed article was not necessarily altogether correct, to dispel doubt upon the information and to dispel doubt on the source of the information. And to prevent the BuzzFeed story from gathering momentum, because it was gathering so much momentum, and he had to stop that. Which tells me that Mueller just, he's a master at he has masterful understanding of timing. So all energies here in some way are trying to slow down the progress of communication for whatever their reasons are, to cast doubt and distrust on the source of the problem that they are particularly having, okay? And that's layered into Cohen has his reasons, Mueller has his reasons, Trump has his reasons, Giuliani has his reasons. And I'm also getting that Giuliani, in his stories, in his interviews, in talking to the press, he's talking in circles. The impediment is about talking in circles, purposely to obstruct, to confuse, to add cover, to subtly threaten as well with the moon card. So this has created pause for the culprit, the guilty one, the one who is confessing, which could be Cohen or the source to the BuzzFeed article, or the BuzzFeed article itself. Now that they know, what they want to do, they're indecisive, they're uncertain, indecisive about coming out of the dark and telling the truth, or concerned about being identified. They don't want it to be disclosed who they are. I'm sorry, there's outside noise. It's throwing me off. They don't want to. The source doesn't want their identity to be disclosed. So Cohen is not sure now whether or not to speak the truth completely. He's indecisive and afraid and wanting strong assurances for his wife, daughter, and son's safety. Hold on, I'm just going to shut the window. and also for to protect his father-in-law as well, whom Cohen feels he will be depending on to take care of his family when he's in prison. So, and perhaps even when he gets out of prison. And I feel that the source, so Cohen really wants to speak out. He really wants to speak out, but like I said, he's got his concerns, and the source really wants to speak out too. And BuzzFeed wants full disclosure as well. Well, what was it that wasn't clear about our article, Because you're messing with our reputation, man. And the writer of the article feels that way as well. And I'm not sure yet, but I see a Secret Service here, or a secret, like I said, a secret investigation, a leaker, a flipper, a spy, an informer. Someone is being spied on, recorded, perhaps is wearing a wire, or someone is being surveilled. Out of these, probably all of them. The source may have something to do with security, Secret Service, or security. Now I'm starting to see border security here. I'm seeing the slats in the wall. Which is some kind of, the wall, which is, of course, bullshit. And patrolling the area to keep secrets in the dark, to keep secrets or the undesirables away or out. Someone here is being watched or spied on invisibly, privately investigated. So when I read that, I'm feeling several things. I'm feeling that Trump may already have investigation into the father-in-law's deeds, right? Have already started some investigation. Cohen still wants to keep things hidden in the dark from New York prosecution. So he's very fearful of any investigation into the father-in-law. He wants to keep the family protected. And there's certain things that Cohen will not admit to the New York prosecutors. I feel that the writer of the BuzzFeed article, the reporter or reporters, have a tail on them. They have an investigative tail on them to try and find out who the source is, okay? And like always, my cards always say, in Trump's camp, there are double agents or people who are in his administration that are leaking information, are informing on him. I definitely see a woman and a man doing this, okay? It may be more than just a woman and a man, but that's what I'm seeing in the spread. So let's go up to Seven of Swords section. So this is the event. This is what is involved in the event. And I'm still feeling like we're talking about the same people I've already mentioned. This is here the action or reaction mainly of Cohen, the source, and even we'll see Trump's likely action or reaction to this situation here. And then this is where the situation is headed with the Knight of Cups. And then I got a further clarifier of an outcome, right? So let's talk about Seven of Swords, which is clarified by the success card. Just let you see it. And I'm just going to place it back down, okay? I feel I've already named the energy of who this Seven of Swords might represent, right? It's someone who is guilty, someone who is guilty of a crime, of cheating, sneaking, lying, doing something behind someone's back, spying, I also feel like this is representing a spy, an agent, the source of the BuzzFeed article, the investigators itself, a detective, and like I said before, the warrant and the subpoena that has already been issued to Cohen. And I'm seeing a lie detector or a lie detected. Okay, so this energy here wants to confess to a cover-up. They want to confess about a cover-up, secret deeds. And there's something that they're keeping close to their chest, some information that they're still keeping close to their chest. In their heart, I feel that this energy feels that they are doing the honorable and right thing by speaking out. That's why they have this urge, this restlessness to speak out. The Seven of Swords can be very stealth and very sneaky and very quiet, and he's doing something behind your back. He's spying, stealing, lying, cheating. He's guilty of all of these things, and he's very smart and cunning and crafty, and he's a strategist. He can be a disloyal person, someone who's a flipper, a scoundrel, or a dirty rat, which is what Trump likes to call him. Why? Because he's an informer of secrets. So I feel this is definitely someone who's confessing to someone, confessing what should be kept secret. What Mueller wants to remain hidden, okay? To keep close to his chest right now. Confessing to high crimes and misdemeanors that will cause trouble for Trump and his family. Cohen. And he is confessing. He is talking to someone in the dark, in private. So I'm not sure if this testimony that Cohen has agreed to do is going to be in the public eye again. I feel like it will be concealed. So he may do it behind closed doors. The truth remains to be seen. The truth still remains to come out. And it's confusing, guys, you know, sometimes to read these cards because it's like I'm getting 3 or 4 different stories in my ear all at once. Like these are the impressions that I get, like 4 different scenarios, and I have to try and give them to you in a way that hopefully you'll understand who I'm referring to. But all energies are sharing that. All people mention are sharing this energy, but they will act it out in different ways. So there is this influence to create an emotional trigger, to create fear, to cause confusion. And a warning of danger, a warning. Okay? That Mueller is sending to BuzzFeed, that Mueller is sending to the source, that Trump is sending to Cohen and to his family, and that Cohen is subtly sending, or his team or his lawyer is subtly sending to Trump. Psychological tactics. Okay? That's what's being employed here by all parties here. I feel like this was in a sense, I'm like, is Cohen really that smart? Or Lanny Davis, maybe they're working in conjunction. But I do feel like this was kind of like a setup, you know? That Trump walked right into it with his threats in public, in plain sight. He's obstructing justice again. All right, let me just turn up this music here and try and drown out the background noise, folks. There's someone who is waiting in the dark, waiting for the right time to get the child, waiting for the right time to get the child. The child could be Trump, the child could be Trump's children. Success next to the Seven of Swords, which clarifies the Seven of Swords, talks about, you know, swearing on my honor, that taking an oath. On my honor, I confess I lied in the past. I confess I am a crook. I am a scoundrel. I am a thief. I am guilty of fraud. I have committed crimes on behalf of another. Out of loyalty and love and devotion, the Knight of Cups. Blind devotion. So there is truth to the BuzzFeed article. And I feel Mueller is trying to cast doubt upon it because he wants to suss out the source. And I feel that the writer of this article, of this book, this paper, on my honor, I will not give up my source. I will not confess who my source is. I took an oath not to do that. And I am concerned for my reputation. I'm concerned for my paper's reputation. But I do feel that this person is under surveillance. Mueller's going to find out who that source was. A success card could be someone's lawyer or advocate. They have a lot of power and influence. So I feel it's more of the lawyer who, it was his tactic to let it be known that Cohen, you know, I don't know. They played Trump's emotional triggers in getting Trump to threaten him publicly. Let's put it like that, okay? Success, whoever's represented by the success, this person is co-signing. This person is co-signing to some information, co-signing on someone, vouching for their actions, vouching for their words. Okay? So it is cooperation that the BuzzFeed article is true. My source is good, but I will not reveal my source. I will keep their identity hidden. Even if you legally come against me, you know? I feel like there may be some legal pressure that we don't know about for that source to be revealed. Mueller, if it's Mueller, he's not co-signing that this information is true. He's co-signing this information is not altogether true. Someone here is very smart, very intelligent, a lot smarter than you think. And they know how to work and to manipulate in the emotions of those who are guilty, to demand the truth and the loyalty. So let's go to the link between the event and who or what's involved, okay? We got the desperate man reversed from Sibilla. I feel that this card is representing Trump and Giuliani. Or it could be some other man, okay? It's someone who's desperate. They have some kind of addiction, especially an addiction to attention. And I want to say an addiction to white powder or to alcohol. Something that stimulates the mind and causes one to act impulsively and without sense, in a senseless, irrational manner. So this could be what what's up with Giuliani? This might be it. A little and too much drink. And maybe Trump too. But their main addiction is for attention. And right now I feel that the entire definition for this card applies to this energy, whether it be Trump or Giuliani or someone else. This person is filled with jealousy and envy. They cannot see the wood from the trees. They cannot decipher truth from reality and what's real, what's not real. They don't know what's real anymore. Truth isn't truth. My truth is not your truth. Your truth is not my truth. So what's truth, you know? This person is doing a lot to cause themselves harm and those around them harm. Maybe going through a bankruptcy or a deep depression. So I feel like this energy is also applied to where Cohen is at in his mindset, why he's so sick at heart and sick in his mind, emotionally spent, mentally spent, the bankruptcy, the deep depression, the fear. This person has a deep yearning for the unattainable. They have destructive tendencies that in turn cause inner turmoil and which causes them to act irrationally and senseless, to lose control of their actions, their emotions, to be or to push others into crime. This is someone who's now a loose cannon, a loose end that needs to be dealt with. Giuliani, Cohen, Trump, this source. Someone is being utterly selfish, ruthless, willing to do whatever they need to do to get what they want and to win in the end, to have the last word. So I'm seeing a lot of Trump and Giuliani's character here, but I'm also seeing, from an energy from the source and an energy from Cohen. I'm in a desperate situation, and maybe, I don't know, maybe the source is experiencing some kind of hardship because of this shutdown. they're not getting paid, you know, maybe, and they know that Trump is shady, they know, and they just want to get the story out. Maybe that's the motivation of the source. And the same for Mueller. There's in his character is a ruthlessness, and not in a negative way. I'm saying for Mueller, but in a like determined way to control the narrative, to control the timing of information coming out. He doesn't want anyone taking that control from him. These people, whoever they are, do not like to be crossed. And if you cross them in the end, they're going to cross you. This is someone who's been crossed, cursed, targeted, marked. This person has no regard or compassion. We're going back to, you know, Trump and Giuliani's, their energy. No regard or compassion for other people's feelings, dismissive and disregarding of the feelings of others and their words. Being dismissive of Cohen's testimony. He's just a dirty rat that needs to be taken care of. This person has an overbearing personality, Trump, Giuliani. They are never satisfied with what God has given them. Basically, this person is just a ruthless madman. And that's what Cohen will testify to. He's a ruthless madman, folks. However, I feel like this will be, you know, concealed or not an open door testimony. This energy is quick to cause offense or to take offense. Offense can be, you know, defined as having rubbed someone the wrong way or committing a crime or a felony. So this person has committed a crime and a felony. Trump has committed a crime and a felony, and so has Giuliani. They broke a rule, they broke a law in these threats. And I will not I don't know enough about the details from Mueller's perspective, but I feel like he's trying to put pressure, like whoever this source is, they're committing a crime or a felony, you know, and I demand to know who they are. But I cannot reveal my source. I took an oath. Whoever this person is, Giuliani, Trump, even Cohen, they see themselves as a victim, and they want pity or sympathy. There is a plea for sympathy here. This is perhaps Cohen's plea. Listen, I delayed this. I didn't want to speak out because I feel threatened. My family is threatened. I want some kind of assurance. I want some kind of, you know, Secret Service protection or witness protection for my family. I want some kind of guarantee. This guy can't abuse his power. He's definitely expressing that as much as he can. This is someone who has a large chip on their shoulder, feeling they've been victimized by the cunning of another, set up by the cunning of another. It's a shared energy. Even Cohen feels just as set up as Trump now, and Giuliani now feel set up, right? Or maybe they didn't know they were set up, but you know, you've been set up. Their cunning strategy has been flipped on them. If you could follow all that, listen to it once or twice more if you need to. That's the best I can do, folks. Like I said, this energy This energy wants to be the center of attention. They're nourishing feelings of acrimony, envy and bitterness, vengeance, retaliation. They have a big ego. They're slow to forgive. Vowing vengeance when you least expect it. If I gotta go down, all yez bitches gots to go down with me. And someone is overreacting or overacting, Giuliani, Trump, acting in excess, guilty of greed, and stupidly confessing to crimes and other people's crimes, acting like I'm the real victim here. Giuliani. I just keep getting his face in my head. All of these individuals, in their own particular way, they are making grave mistakes for themselves. They are acting too impulsively and saying too much. The source, too. You're saying too much. And there's a warning that this could be detrimental or fatal in some cases to you or to your family. So, why don't you wise up, wise guy? Because once it's out there, it's out there. And once you do this, you can't come back. You're basically a dead man walking. And someone has the audacity and the arrogance to lie again, or to go around and around and around with the truth, or in circles, circling the truth, but not telling the truth, not giving that clarity. Red flag warning. Red flag warning. To Trump, there is jealousy and envy amongst a group of people in your circle of friends or colleagues, relatives or acquaintances, in your family, in your administration. Someone is absorbing your negative information and is informing on you. A male or a female. You have 2 informers here. Actually, you have 3. You might even have 4. You've been warned. It's too late. And someone has been warned and marked and targeted for a character assassination or actual assassination. This could also just be referring to catch it and kill it stories being confessed to by Cohen. Let's go down to the moon. This is the most likely action or reaction of Cohen, BuzzFeed, the source, or Trump. It's being clarified by the City House. City House, whenever I see a house in a Sibilla card, it makes me think of family, one's home, the White House, the presidential office, the White House administration, the country, the soil, our domestic soil, our government bodies, our intelligence bodies, the rule of law. The house can also represent a hospital, and it can represent a prison, okay? And it's underneath, it's clarifying the moon. It's right underneath Cohen's recovery card. I feel like Cohen wants a month, 4 weeks to a month, 4 weeks or a month. The moon cycle is 1 month. I feel like Cohen wants a month before he goes to testify, but he goes into prison in 3 weeks. He goes into prison in 3 weeks. So that might be what the plea for sympathy might be about as well. I'm still in recovery. But what he really does, he needs more time to think about it. He needs more time to think about what he wants to do, to come up with a strategy. Okay? Getting a little bit about Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi here, using her own manipulation tactics, her own psychological strategies to trigger Trump, to manipulate him, to reopen the government, and proposing something new to him. I feel like this proposal, which I'll get into later, I'll discuss what I think the proposal might be later in a minute. As far as Cohen goes, he wants to keep the family secret secret. The house has, all the doors are shut, all the windows are shuttered, right? He wants to keep the family secret secret. This is keeping the family secrets secret, and this is keeping a secret. So I feel like he's going to not give full disclosure in this new testimony, and he'll do that in a way that he doesn't break an oath or lie under oath, okay? And maybe they need to strategize how they can do that and still protect his family. I don't know. Cohen has all the secrets on Trump, though. Ooh, Cohen knows where the bodies are buried. He knows all the family secrets. He has insider information. He's recorded a lot of stuff. Some female, or it doesn't have to be a female, could have been him, at one time wore a wire, recorded a lot of stuff. And a female has a lot of stuff recorded on tape, just waiting for the right time to release the recordings, to release what I know, to release this information and get the child, Trump or his children. Someone in the White House or the White House administration or in Trump's family, a female could be a water sign, could be a younger female, could be an older female, could be both. The older female is concerned about her looks. Both could have a bit of vanity going on here. She doesn't want to be exposed. She wants to stay hidden. She has sourced information. She has informed. She doesn't want to be exposed. And she's very concerned about the danger to her and to her family if she were exposed. I feel like this energy is cared for by the White House, cared for by Cohen, cared for by Trump. Or trusted, okay? Cared for, trusted. They don't want to hurt this person. The BuzzFeed reporter doesn't want to hurt their source. They want to keep them safe and protected. The house always provides protection to the ones they love. Protection and healing. There's a message here from Spirit. A message to Trump, to his administration. It says single mothers are crying. They can't sleep at night. Their children. They're worried for their children who have illnesses, who need doctors' care. They can't afford it. They can't afford to take care of their children. They're crying and they can't sleep. They can't find the answers. They can't get the truth. They want the government to reopen. Pelosi, she can't get Trump to see reason, to see beyond his clouded, vain project of this metal slat wall, right? But I feel like her proposal will be, let's do border security, but let's do a technological, cyber, stealth, invisible type of monitoring or patrolling of the border. Okay? And that's what will be offered. Money will be offered for that, but not for a wall. this person who is informing on Trump, and I feel it is a female, and I feel the BuzzFeed article source could be a female, okay? But there's a male here too, so I can't say that for sure. I'm seeing, 3 or 4 different informers here. But I feel like this person is witness to, including Cohen, right? Has been witness to the maddening character of Trump, his strange and disturbing behavior, strange and disturbing things. And they're very concerned. Or acting like they're very concerned. The Knight of Cups to me is an actor. So I feel like they're still in truthfulness, or like I said, subterfuge, still providing cover. Cohen won't come out completely with the truth. He has been sufficiently, in a sense, hushed through threats. Through these threats from Trump and Giuliani. I feel there's even death threats here. Implied death threats. And there is family secrets and there are Russian associations to Cohen's family, to Cohen's father-in-law. There are. And to the daughter, the wife as well. There are. Okay, it's a family affair. Ooh, I said I would never sing, and I just sang. Please forgive me. I really don't like it when people sing. Except for Tyler and Tyler's Tarot. He has a great voice. But, my apologies. Let's go to the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. He's making his proposal. He's sharing what's in his heart. I'm telling you what I feel, what I know, to the best of my ability. Please believe me. But you can't always take the Knight of Cups serious. He's an actor. He could be playing you. He just wants to get into your panties. That's just describing the energy of a card. But I feel like since he's next to Chatterer's reverse, this is the gossip card. When it's upright, you're exposing secrets. When it's reversed, I'm sorry, forgive me. When it's upright, you're being played. When it's reversed, you're not being played. And when the house card is upright, it's keeping secrets, and when it's reversed, it's exposing secrets. So Cohen is keeping secrets. He's not exposing everything, but at the same time, he's not playing. He's trying to be as honest as he can be and still keep his family protected. He's offering his emotions up. I'm scared. I'm worried. I'm concerned. I am guilty of all this. Yes, I admit it. But you need to protect my family. Please put them in witness protection. Provide them with some kind of security protection. A strong persuasion and plea for sympathy, to understand, to bargain, to deal. Okay? And I'm offering you what I've heard. I'm offering information from a good source, and I got shit on record. I got recordings. He's still got stuff he can offer. But he needs assurances first. He needs some time. He wants about a month. Maybe he's wanting a delay to be given to his entering prison, the prison ward. Maybe he wants to delay it a little bit longer so that he can give, maybe that will be happen, so that he can give his testimony in person to Congress. Okay, but I feel like he wants a little bit more time. He can't do it in 3 weeks. The excuse may be that he's still in recovery from his surgery. The excuse is that he's so worried for his family's safety. Cohen is very wishy-washy in a sense, indecisive, in and out. 1 minute I'm going to do it, and next minute I can't do it. I can't. A lot of confusion, and stories are being considered and compared, right, by Mueller, by the investigation. From a legal angle, the Constitution, someone's rights, the law, it's being considered. And it's also being used to impress subtle scare tactics, subtle psychological tactics and manipulations upon the guilty parties, upon Trump and his family, okay? Making them act desperate, making them make mistakes, making them walk into traps, making them confess to crimes because they're not thinking and they're saying too much. So I feel that the source for the BuzzFeed article wants to talk again. They definitely want to get more information out there, but they're afraid of being prosecuted by Mueller or, their identity being revealed. Mueller don't play. Mueller don't play with that. He'll come at you hard. So I feel, though, that BuzzFeed don't play either. And they want, they're sticking by their story. They're sticking by their source. And I already told you, Cohen's testimony will corroborate it. Maybe there are some details. Mueller's not a liar. He knows how to craft things. He knows how to say things in a certain way that can cast doubt or dispel doubt. But I feel that Trump did command or direct Cohen and others to lie. And I'm even seeing Hope Hicks here to Congress, his son, okay? And there's information that's going to be given that's going to corroborate that. Now, now we're looking for the answer to the question, all right, once that's known, or at least known amongst the congressional members, will impeachment proceedings begin, and will enough of the Republican Senate agree to impeach? That's the question we're looking to answer with the rest of the cards. Let's see if Pensiero or the linking card between the Moon and the Knight of Cups reveals anything. This is a legal mind. This is legal work. This is intelligence. This could be Mueller. This could be someone who has intelligence, who has information, who has evidence. A lawmaker, a law giver. There's cold feet here. Consideration in what's the next move. And a period of hesitation or indecision. But I do see a cross-examination, a demand for transparency, a demand for answers and the truth, and someone is an expert lie detector. The Queen of Wands, or the young lady, possibly a fire sign, or Pisces, is next to the Moon, or a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer. She's pointing, okay? She's pointing to the Moon, and she's pointing to, I don't know if you can see this, she's pointing to the Moon, and she's pointing to waiting, okay? She's very, very sensitive. She absorbs negative information. Her aura is very absorbent. So she's an informer too. She has the goods. She has info to share. She's pointing to the moon. She's pointing to waiting. And I just feel like this is the source. She has absorbed or recorded information or disturbing events with the moon, lies and secrets, things that she's witnessed, disturbing strange things and strange behavior of a madman, of a madhouse. And they feel that they are being watched. They don't feel safe right now. They feel spied on as well. I think the source may be a female, like I said. And I'm also feeling a Hope Hicks vibe here. And I feel she was encouraged to lie by Trump. And that may corroborate some stories that will be testified to by Cohen. That those will be stories that will be matched and compared by Mueller and by the special counsel and by the Democratic committee that's running the investigation, their own investigation. There's information here that kind of agrees or disagrees, and they're going to try and sort that out between Hope Hicks' testimony and Cohen's testimony. That's what I think. It could be another woman. Could be another source. Okay? That's just my guess who might feel this energy, who might manifest this energy. It could be someone else than what I'm saying. The energy will still play out. Watch and be amazed. This person has secretly recorded Trump, in a sense that's shared energy. We know that Cohen recorded Trump. They have sensitive information. They sense a lot of danger around them. They sense a lot of danger around their baby girl. Around their wife or their baby girl. So, that didn't really answer my question about impeachment. It didn't. Let's go down to the last card. We have Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a lot of things, and a lot of things that ain't good. It's a standoff. It's some drama. It's some bullshit. It's about to go down. If I can't defeat you now, I'm going to get you later. When I rest up, when I recuperated, I'm going to find a way. Show you what's good. Show you who's who and what's what. So can we defeat him is the question the Democrats are asking. Pelosi is asking the Democrats. She has to be sure too. She has to be sure. She has to be sure. Before we do this, can we defeat him? This is also stuff about the wall, but I'm not going into that, okay? I'm just trying to stay focused on my questions. So there's stuff that's going on right now in negotiation that I'm picking up. Will the Senate work with us? Will the Republican side work with us to defeat him? Is this a battle we can win? Is this the battle that we're willing to, die on? Only if we can defeat him. I see someone walking away defeated, and I see Trump backing down from his border wall or this shutdown. I also see two men going off into prison, two men walking away. They're walking into a prison. So this could be Manafort, Cohen, or someone else. They don't want to go there. Trump can't win. This is Trump. Pelosi wins in this shutdown situation. Trump can't win. He will walk away defeated. Maybe this is Trump and McConnell. Okay. Okay, so what I see, Trump can't win, like I said. Eventually he's going to back down, reopen the government. There is some sort of retreat here, but a vow to meet again in the future. A vow of vengeance. I'll have the last word. I also feel this is Cohen when he goes away to prison. But check this out. Like I was saying when I said that I felt Hope Hicks vibe here. Speranza, the clarifiers for the final card is waiting and Speranza, to clarify that. Speranza means hope in Italian. So, I really don't feel like I got the answer to the last question. Is, will there be enough of them to assist in the removal of Trump based on obstruction of justice, tampering with a witness? So I laid some more cards out from the Dream Tarot, or Tarot of Dreams. I got the Sun, the Chariot, and the Eight of Swords, clarified by Delay reversed, Journey reversed, and Gamblers reversed. So right off the bat, the Sun is the most powerful card in the deck. It means yes. This blue wave here, the democratic move forward, at first will be blocked. They will try to delay it. They will try to impede it, to slow it down, this move to impeach. But eventually, the Republicans act like they're powerless, like they're victims. But they're not. They're not powerless, and they're not victims. Eventually, the demand will be so great for impeachment by the public that they'll know that by impeding it any further, they would create a worse situation for themselves, a hole they would not be able to dig themselves out of. And that's saying something, because I don't believe the Republicans, I'm sorry, the Republicans in Congress who are backing Trump, I personally don't see them relenting, but I feel like they will try to delay it, but eventually there will be a shift because of a demand, because of the psychological impact upon society that this is causing. An outcry for justice, an outcry for transparency and clarity. Someone is unfit when the player's card is reversed. They're unfit to play this game. They don't have what it takes, and they're putting us in jeopardy. Eventually, when there's no more moves left, the so-called moral conscience of these Republicans will kick in. This is something about Air Force One or planes and air towers. Restrictions upon flights. Restrictions and limits. People are getting afraid to fly, to journey. This is part of the pressure that will impact them to finally agree to reopening the government. Okay, guys? So that's my reading. I am going to do a stone reading this weekend. And so look for that. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing my videos with your friends, with your Facebook friends, for helping me grow my channel to 10,000 subscribers or more. Thank you for your support. Tarot Reader's Guide too. I love you guys, and God bless you all.